I went to Notting Hill High School and I did my high school certificate there and was going to university, but the war came to an end and I couldn't go, so I did an LRM in speech and drama, and I taught that for 3 years, but I didn't really like teaching. So then I did a course in design and went into fashion advertising, which led to jobs on women's magazines as fashion editor and then assistant editor. And then in the 1970s, they were closing women's magazines down at a great rate. So I became a freelance, and I had quite an exciting time writing about theatre and fashion and beauty. When I was about 57, I decided to do a BA degree. Just such fun doing the first degree. And so I decided to go on and do an MA at Sussex. And that led to me wanting to develop an idea I had there. And I thought, well, it's about Shakespeare, why not come to the Shakespeare Institute? So that's why I went on. When you have to cease going to work, as it were, the days seem very long. And I've always written all my life, even as a small child. So, it was just a normal thing to do for me, really. And there's such a world to explore in Shakespeare, both academically and from the performance side. It's the humanity of Shakespeare that I find so interesting. You can see Shakespeare characters in everyday life. At the moment, I'm doing forgiveness and repentance in his and his fellow playwrights' plays, which again is an absorbing subject. It brings in the whole theological and political background of the Elizabethan and Jacobean age, which the two things were very closely knit in those days. It's been a very happy time all the way through, I must say. I suppose the highlights were directing Hamlet. It's one of the highlights, and The Changeling too. Academically, it's just working with very distinguished scholars. I mean, when I first came here, Stanley Wells was director, and now we've got Michael Dobson. And they are just outstanding in the field, though they have specialities, but just talking to them is great. My own approach to the subject has improved so much since I've been here. I'm much more meticulous than I used to be. Anybody who wants to do a degree in later life, I'd say go for it. Choose a subject you're enthusiastic about and work hard at it. Things that doing the degree has brought me have been, well, the sheer joy of learning new things and also meeting with young people. That's been a great blessing because I have no family of my own, and it's been great fun. And also I think it's kept me up to date a bit. I absolutely believe, because I've been studying so hard, that's kept my mind very agile. I've always exercised. I mean, every afternoon I used to go for a walk down to the church along the river and back up through the town. And I think that's sensible: diet, exercise, and keeping your mind alive. Doesn't matter what you study, learn a new language.